Becoming a successful individual is something that probably isn't going to happen overnight. Unless you find yourself holding a multi-million-dollar lottery ticket, it's probably going to take you several years in order to find the success that you are looking for. Aside from the random element of luck, much of what makes some people successful involves the cultivating of certain habits. If you look at any successful individual, you will see some similarities between them. The habits a person has attributed to them can really be a deciding factor to an individual's success. Yes, we really care about all of you, and we really want you to be successful in each and every department of your life. But for that, you should really adopt some habits that many successful business persons, entrepreneurs, and leaders have in common. So, let's move and listen to the end, as we have compiled a list below of the 10 habits of successful people. At number 1 is positive attitude. According to many successful people, having a positive attitude is not just a result of being successful. It's one of the root causes of success. Positive attitude not only helps to enhance trust in your capabilities, but also ensures that you achieve your goals successfully. The best to get a positive attitude is to surround yourself with ambitious, positive people. Don't let negative people hold you back. Understand that negativity generally comes from unhappy people and those who envy you. So always be positive and make your surroundings positive as well. Second one is really difficult for many of us. Yes, and number 2 is start to wake up earlier. The most successful people are those who tend to get into the routine of waking up early. By starting each morning at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m., these individuals are adding hours of productive time to their day. Waking up can be one of the most difficult and dreaded parts of going to work. But for some of the most successful people in art, business, and sports, rising early is key to their success. Apple CEO Tim Cook starts his morning at 3:45 a.m. Elvis CEO and co-founder Sally Krawcheck wakes at 4 a.m. And Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, and Indra Nooyi have been known to rise at the crack of dawn. In fact, some studies have shown that 90% of executives wake up before 6 a.m. on weekdays, and nearly 50% of self-made millionaires wake up at least 3 hours before their workday actually begins. At number 3 is learn to love failure. One of the hardest feelings that all of us have to overcome in life is the fear of failure. What if we try something new and fail? What if people make fun of us for failing repeatedly? These are the things that many of us often ponder before trying something new, or something that makes us even the slightest bit uncomfortable. But you must understand that failure is an asset, and if used correctly, can catapult you to massive success. World's most successful people in the world like Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, and Steve Jobs all failed. Even Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is how they view failure. Successful people understand that failure is the reason for their success. Next at number 4 is challenge your brain. Your brain is your most powerful resource, and it only works to your advantage when you turn it on by intentionally thinking. Make it a habit to think on purpose. Earl Nightingale, the father of modern personal development, recommends taking just 30 minutes a day to think critically and creatively. During that time, ask yourself one tough question in your life, and brainstorm every possible answer. There are a lot of techniques you can choose to train your brain. Try difficult things and don't worry about failure. Many habits are really interlinked with one another and the next one. At number 5, we have cardio exercise. If you could only choose one form of exercise for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Ideally, your answer would be a form of cardiovascular training. Maintaining a healthy heart is fundamentally more vital than growing huge biceps or having a thin waist. Entrepreneurs like Richard Branson, who started over 400 companies, have long known that regular physical activity, be it running, lifting, or yoga, can provide you with up to 4 extra hours of productivity every day. Even President Barack Obama, a slacker until he began running 3 miles a day as a young man, to this day makes time for 45-minute workouts before assuming his duties. Next on our list, at number 6, is my favorite one. They don't compare themselves to others. Marquise de Condorcet once said, "Enjoy your own life without comparing it with that of another." If you took the strength of others and compared them to your weaknesses, how do you think you'd size up? And do you think this would make you feel very good? Personality begins where comparison leaves off. Be unique, be memorable, be confident, be proud. Always keep in mind that everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Comparisons usually negatively impact our emotional health and well-being. They make us feel small, insecure, inadequate, and unhappy because there is always someone better out there. So always believe on yourself, as this is the habit of successful ones. Next at number 7 is eat healthy. Staying fit and healthy today is a difficult task, especially when you are busy all the time. Professionals, especially working parents, rarely have the time to experiment and find the diet that suits them best. Successful people use the power of whole, healthy foods to build and sustain their energy. Healthy eating habits, like never skipping breakfast, limiting sugar and dairy, and eating mostly plants, fill your body with life-affirming prana and promote longevity. You must have good habits of rest and recreation that will enable you, in combination with diet and exercise, to live out your years in a healthy state. Remember, your health is the most important single thing you have, and it is completely subject to the habits that you developed with regard to the way you live. The final 3 are really important for many of us. Like at number 8 is just be yourself. You've heard the childhood admonition often, just be yourself. Quite frankly, I used to roll my eyes when I heard that kind of advice, which seemed to be designed only to make me feel better about myself. What do people like Richard Branson, Ellen DeGeneres, Mark Zuckerberg, and, dare I say it, Donald Trump all have in common? They are unabashedly themselves, and they don't care who likes it or not. Highly successful individuals are those who ignore conformity. They do not try to please everybody around them or try to adapt to the likings of every single person. Instead, they focus on what they are good at. They constantly think outside the box, and they care more about what they think of themselves instead of what others think of them. At number 9 is taking action. If you've ever learned how to drive a car, cook your favorite meal, or learned another language, then you know that achieving success requires that you go beyond simply reading. It's easy enough to read through a bunch of self-help books, guidance notes, and success techniques, but the fact is that all of the resources in the world can only get you so far. So choose habits of successful people, which is the inevitable action habit. It is important to organize, to plan, and to set priorities, but without action, a plan is nothing more than potential. Successful people act quickly and often. This is really the most important habit for material success. It is the ability to get on with a job and get it done fast. It is your ability to develop and maintain a sense of urgency and a bias for action. Fast tempo in whatever you do is essential to your success. You need to overcome procrastination, push aside your fears, and launch 100% toward the achievement of your most important goals. And last, for number 10, relaxation. Ever find yourself living a 24/7 routine? I think we all have been there. Between meetings, phone calls, deadlines, family life, friends, entertaining, ball games, and trying to get at least a few hours of sleep, there isn't much time left for personal time. It's interesting to note that relaxing by meditating or simply avoiding distractions is another of the most often mentioned habits of successful people. If you let your stress go unchecked, many aspects of your life start to feel the pain. But when you are stressed, how do you fight it? The key is to relax. Of course, relaxation comes more easily to those who are organized, so perhaps for some, it is more of a natural byproduct than a conscious decision. In his best-selling book, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, Corley explains that wealthy people set themselves up for success in a few specific ways. They choose some specific habits. If you really want yourself to be at some place where you've always dreamed about, do one thing. Come out of dreamland and choose all the habits we discussed about. You will really grow. Okay, that is it for today's video. Which of these habits are you currently doing in your life? Do you have any habits for success that was not mentioned here? Share it on the comment section below to help others. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel District 10 TV for more videos like this. You may check out our previous videos as well. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.